make sure on your flats that all of your colors butt up against each other, and there are no blank spaces in between. See, I can show you better on this one that already finished. See, there are no spaces. All the colors just sort of mesh right up against each other. Okay, back to the little boy. We need to do his hair. These are also thin lines, so just watch out. So you see right now I'm at 200% because I want to make sure to get the lines just right. I'm going to go ahead and do his eyebrow at the same time. And you'll learn where to make your selections, like backtrack through a selection in order to skip over part of it that you didn't want. Again, I'm probably not making the most sense. But see how I went through here and then up here and then looped backwards in order to miss this part of the skin. You'll get it. Just needs practice. So that panel is complete. I always I break down the panels first, and then in solid color, I break down the people. So panels, then people. And then I usually, once the person is all blocked out, I will go ahead and go in and do the background details. Because the background is never as fun as the people, in my opinion. So I save them for last. So I'm going to go ahead and block out these two people. And when you're going underneath black lines, solid black lines, you do not have to be as careful as you are in open lines, open thin lines. The thicker the lines, the better. It means you can get through it faster. See? So, another thing to note, the program I'm using is Adobe Photoshop, and I'm also using a Wacom tablet instead of a mouse. You can do this with a mouse, it just takes a lot longer. I started out flatting and I used a mouse, and I soon realized that the tablet is the way to go. Okay, I think this is some sort of post or something, not part of the car. So I apologize if I'm speeding through this too quickly, but I think you probably get the idea by now. You are basically just tracing the lines. And it's important to note that you should always do the same colors for a character throughout the page, so that when you go back in and make selections, if you want to select every skin tone of that character on the page, you can, so that you don't mess it all up by making him dark skinned in one panel and light skinned in another. That just makes more work for the colorist. And I always use the same white for the eyes of every character. I think that's the way most people do it. And I think these two panels are just about done. There's the smoke. I'll go ahead and make this seat in the car a different color. Oops, I snagged dragged the wrong lasso, but it seemed to work okay. Alrighty. And I think I will also go ahead and separate out this vent. You'll learn the more you do this how far to break down things. Sometimes there's a ton of stuff on a page and you don't need to break down every single thing. It really also will depend on the colorist you're working for. Forgot I already got his eye color up here. Oh, another thing I almost forgot about. You can make your selection. Go ahead and do this. I use the regular lasso tool there. And when you fill it in, you can actually use the paint bucket anywhere that same color is. See, I didn't have to make it inside the selection. That will really save you time along the way. Okay, and I believe those two panels are complete. You can check it out with the line art off. And you see how all the colors butt up against each other? That's exactly what you want it to do. Okay, so you can go ahead and check out my other video that will be a walkthrough of the rest of this page, with just without me talking. And if you have any questions or would think I need to just explain things better, just let me know and I'll work on getting another video posted. So, the things to remember: you use the lasso tools to make your selections, and the bucket tool to fill in the colors, and occasionally you can use the pencil. I'll go ahead and show you the pencil. And only use the pencil because if you use the brush, you'll end up with those feathered edges. I only use the pencil for like teeth and eyes and things like that. Alright. Well, thank you for coming along on this and for watching this that turned into a terribly long video.